I know that being polite, you know, it's in debates don't really go together a lot of times.
Would you be nice to a Satanist?
Yes, of course.
And would you be nice to Satan?
That's
love
a grand
the sinner
question.
and hate the sin.
Love the sinner and hate the sin.
That's nowhere in the Bible. You just made it up.
No, that is in the Bible.
Where?
That is in the Bible.
Where? In chapter, you just made it the.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Earlier you said. Wait, I have something to say. Earlier,
pull it up. Let's find out if you're right.
Andrew Wilson completely annihilates this entire panel of raging feminists in this heated debate as these modern women attempt to tone police Andrew Wilson while he is spitting facts and goes horribly wrong for them because logic is not their ally. Let's get in.
Andrew, explain why you believe tone and delivery aren't important in debate. I understand it doesn't change the logic of your argument, but acting as though it doesn't matter is literally...
The only reason that you think that is because it's women being made uncomfortable. If this was the tone with men, which would take all the time, you'd be in the audience cheering me like you probably already have. It's only because it's women being made uncomfortable, and that makes you a simp, sir.
No, he just understands that women don't understand things at a certain tone. Like,
it sounds like you understand it fine.
Well, no, a lot of women though. I was raised by a single father.
All right, so you
different.
so
like,
you're capable of rationality, just most women aren't.
No, and I still don't understand. A lot of times, if you approach a woman emotionally or in a tone that
my
sounds
arguments
emotional,
aren't for you; it's for the thousands of people watching.
Yeah, but
I don't care if I change your mind or not.
No, but the fact is, if you approach a conversation with a certain tone that is offensive to women, most of their brains turn off. It's
good.
Like, but they're the ones that need to learn.
Well,
it's because
they're not going to listen. Do you think that there's anything that I can say to a woman who's a libertarian feminist to explain to her that she's actually a libertarian feminist and not a right-wing conservative, regardless of my tone? No, there's nothing I could say.
Well, here's the thing. There's nothing I can say to a condescending asshole to tell him I'm not a feminist and he'll believe it.
You can say it all you want, but
I mean, Jesus did it. I mean, Jesus showed love to people and with his words.
Yeah, and he called them pit of vipers, and he called them Pharisees, and he ran them out of temple after he fashioned a whip.
He didn't talk to women like that.
How do you know what he talked to women like? You mean when he told a woman to listen?
I don't see how you're convincing.
Jesus didn't talk to women in a mean way. I don't care if I convince you. It's not for you. My arguments aren't to convince you. They're to refute your arguments.
I like the way that he speaks. I feel like it gives me more leeway to be meaner back.
Good.
When it comes to arguing.
By the way, that's also part of
that's why it is a problem, though, because I understand that I'm a very masculine woman because of, no dad. So I'm very comfortable with acting that way. However, lots of other women, like she has just said, are scared of retaliation from men and are scared of talking to men in a similar tone if that tone is taken.
So they're afraid I'm going to...
What I said has nothing to do with feelings.
You think they think I'm going to go beat them up?
No.
Like, what are you talking about?
No. But over time, that's kind of something that's naturally ingrained in you. It's like I said with the male gaze. Maybe you're not going to beat me up, but like 200 years ago, you would have stoned me to death, and that tends to travel over decades. And
it does.
Societally, we
your
tend
ancestor
to know.
maybe possibly getting stoned to death 1,000 years ago means something to you now.
Generational trauma.
No, I don't know what that's not your point. That was the point you just made.
My point is that in general, women are less likely to talk back.
Here's the thing. Most women. Here's the truth. Most women are never made to feel uncomfortable by a man, and so when they are, a lot of women panic and freak the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly.
But
whereas a man in that situation would attack back.
A lot of men also panic and freak out. But I don't understand. If the feminist egalitarian belief is that we're fucking equal and interchangeable widgets, then be uncomfortable. Be made uncomfortable.
That's what I'm doing. I'm saying I'm.
And you're the only part of this that's been entertaining so far.
I think that you kind of represent like what is the polar opposite to the feminists in a opposite end of the spectrum, where the feminists represent a very radicalized, toxic version of femininity, and what you're representing is a very
toxic masculinity. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Radicalized. No, I'm not going to say that. No.
Yes, you were.
No, you are representing a very radicalized version of what it is to be a man, and you are speaking in such a way that is very condescending.
If I'm on the extreme end of toxic femininity, that would make it what? Finish the sentence for me. Toxic masculinity, right? If that's the extreme end to the toxic feminist, wouldn't that be toxic masculinity?
What you're essentially espousing here are, what I'm getting at is very radical beliefs.
No, they're not
that
radical
aren't
beliefs.
in line.
What makes them radical?
They're not in the middle, and they're not in line.
Is the
with
only thing
center.
that makes a
and
thing...
most people's belief sets are you'd say the majority of the population's belief sets are going to be in that center range, and then you have some of the people who are like super ultra radical on both
What do
sides
you
of the
say
argument.
about people
but
who
I would say
say-
that they're both toxic.
Yeah, what do you-
Andrew, may
and
I
they end
please
up being
ask you a
both
question?
toxic to the nuclear family.
Yeah, what do you think that people who call Alex Jones's beliefs radical are correct?
What?
Probably. I want
What's
to hear
the
Eden's
point?
question.
And no, I want to answer to mine. Do you think that people who call Alex Jones's beliefs radical are
We're
correct?
not talking about Alex
The
Jones
reason
right now.
I bring Alex Jones up and his beliefs and whether or not they're radical is because there's millions upon millions of people who say that they're radical beliefs. Are they wrong? And just calling something radical, by the way, leftist tactic, just calling my beliefs radical
you can
without
talk
refuting
about-
them.
I can refute it.
Then refute them.
I'm trying to explain right now is there's more centric beliefs, and then there's beliefs that you would see on opposite sides
It's
of
an argument
a
ad
spectrum.
populum.
An opposite side of a spectrum.
That's an argument ad populum.
But what I would say is that both sides, when you're way too much on this crazy deranged I hate men spectrum versus this other very degrading I hate women spectrum.
hate women. Where did you ever come up with that?
Well, you're saying women shouldn't be able to vote.
Why does that mean
and-
that you hate them?
Yeah, feminists and other women will use this tactic. They will use something you say and then interpret that in a way, oh, you did that because you don't care about me. Oh, you did that because you hate my, you don't care about my feelings, and they will take it to the extreme in order to shame and guilt you. It's a manipulation tactic. That's really what it is. And modern women today will absolutely use it if you even talk about taking away their right to vote, but they see that as a complete tactic. Oh, you must hate women. No, we don't hate women. We are trying to save you from yourselves because you don't understand what you're doing. Ever since women have had the ability to vote, society has become more and more feminized, more and more degraded, and you can just look around and see everything that is just collapsing around you. And obviously, it just doesn't work, and women will never give up that power. That's why it doesn't work, because they will burn the house down in order to preserve their right to do whatever they want. But let me know if you think we should repeal the 19th Amendment, and hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm. I appreciate it, and let's get back in.
Can I ask you a question?
Do you think
real
felons
quick?
should be able to vote?
The way you
Do you
talk
think
to the
felons
women-
should be able to vote?
Listen, you're talking about.
Does that mean you hate them?
You're talking about the questions you're pointing at. All the women on this table here are very much about your values based on your looks.
That's right.
Rate yourself 1 to 10.
Those aren't even my questions.
And then,
those are
you
my
shouldn't be
questions.
able to
Those are his
vote.
questions.
Those are my questions.
You shouldn't be able to have a
Andrew's
say
a feminist.
I don't
in
know where
government.
he came
You
up with
shouldn't
the
be
idea.
able to have a role in
I don't give a
government.
shit how any of you look. I'm just here for the arguments. I could give a less.
He doesn't give a
I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
so why was it such a big issue to try to essentially
Because you took
ask
a
us about our
position that I
numbers?
found absurd, so I argued
Okay.
it.
And
Yeah.
can I ask
That's
you?
fine, but here's the problem with when you
Do you think
have
when
the
I do debates with
females-
women, I come out and go, now how would you rate yourself? I don't give a fuck how they look. I'm
doesn't
here
care.
to do a debate.
I feel like you guys are talking in circles. Can she ask her question?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
go
I
ahead.
feel like we're gonna finish the argument real quick. Hang on. So back to
not
this.
gonna-
We're almost done.
Do you believe in democracy?
No.
Can we take a vote?
Can we get back to this?
I would say not
An
believing
argument-
in the Constitution
an
in
argument
the United
ad-
States is kind of radical.
An
but
argument ad populum.
me.
Well, it was in the Constitution that we had slavery. Did you believe in the Constitution then?
I've always believed in the Constitution.
Except for the.
I didn't
Did you
believe in
believe in the
slavery.
slavery? Oh, you didn't. So you don't believe in the Constitution.
Well,
You didn't believe in the Constitution.
so you believed in slavery?
No, of course not.
Okay.
But you're making the argument to me. I don't believe in the Constitution. When
Well,
I
you
put it right
said
back
that.
on you, neither do you. So who cares?
Okay. Thank you. So, I wanted to ask you. So
I do believe in the Constitution, by the way. Sorry.
Just as
No,
it's
it's
written
okay.
right now. It's perfect right now.
yes.
Like,
Go ahead.
for instance,
Don't let him interrupt you.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask this, and I wanted to come at this from a Christian perspective because I'm genuinely really curious. I'm not trying to like back you into a corner or anything. I'm genuinely curious. So a lot of times on this show, I've seen a lot of girls who claim to be Christian. They come on here and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm on OF or I'm doing X, Y, and Z thing," and you or someone else points out, well, that's kind of conflicting, right?
Sure.
So do you think that sometimes that your delivery delivery can be kind of conflicting with Christian values. I know that Jesus flipped the tables and everything, but I think there is a time and a place, and I think there is a way to conduct yourself. And I know that being polite, you know, it's and debates don't really go together a lot of times.
Would you be nice to a Satanist?
Yes, of course.
And would you be nice to Satan?
That's
love
a grand
the sinner
question.
and hate the sin.
Love the sinner and hate the sin.
That's nowhere in the Bible. You just made it up.
No, that is in the Bible.
Where?
That is in the Bible.
Where? In chapter, you just made it the.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Earlier you said. Wait, I have something to say. Earlier,
pull it up. Let's find out if you're right.
I mean, I don't have my.
Andrew,
no, we'll pull it up.
Andrew, please. Earlier you said that.
You just made it the. Is that what should we?
Yeah, chapter you just made it.
Drew, earlier you said that patriarchies have historically protected women. Can you cite something for me, or chat? Did you just make that the?
Yes, I can. Actually, here's a great example of it. Have you ever heard of the Byzantine Empire?
Yes.
Who ran it?
Constantine.
Okay, great.
Bitch.
Constantine. Did Constantine put in a code?
Hold on.
Probably put up a law.
Can we not do name calling? Let's not do name calling.
Did Constantine put in a code?
Oh, but he can call me
I was going to say he can belittle.
Yeah.
What was it?
Nobody.
Probably there was probably something about not women, but they probably still shit out of all the women.
Oh, they probably did, huh? Based on you just made it up. Based on I just made it the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like you do everything.
Yeah, but you don't have evidence for your point either.
I do have evidence. We just agreed Constantine
What's the law
put
that he made?
in
What was the
a
law?
code. So
What was the code?
So here, Constantine, after he took or converted over, inside of the Byzantine Empire, yes, of course, there was a doctrine that women were to be protected. And the reason that this happened is because one of the great assets when it comes to wartime is to make sure that your women are protected.
Can you tell me the specific tenets of the doctrine?
No, I don't need to give you the specific code to note that there is one.
Oh, so it's the you made that shit up chapter?
That's a genetic, what you're making right now is a genetic
I'm
fallacy.
using the same fallacy that you've been using on all of us, which is show me the exact evidence. Show me the exact date, time, whatever.
When did I say that? On an exacting, when it wasn't the position that you postulated.
You said that patriarchies have historically protected women.
And I just gave an example that you agreed with.
Okay, but that is false in more cases than it is.
Then give me a case where it's false and we'll argue it.
I hate it so much.
It's okay, we don't have to.
Folks, it's one more double standard that feminists will put on men. They claim they want to be equals, they want to be treated fairly, but at the same time, oh, well, we don't like your tone. So they try to change. No. If you want to walk into the man's world, then guess what? You can deal with the tone. If you don't like it, you don't deserve to have it change just for you because you feel a certain way about it. No, absolutely not. And if you can't get over tone, then obviously you can't really listen. You can't really listen to what someone else is saying in a debate and take in what they're trying to tell you because your feelings are getting in the way. Like literally, these women are admitting that their feelings are getting in the way of receiving the information that Andrew Wilson is trying to tell them, which in itself is a weakness. But yeah, folks, the double standards never end. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about what Andrew Wilson had to say, completely annihilating this panel of feminists in this debate. Thanks again, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.